Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel KK SAR's Learning Center. So in the previous video, I have already discussed about the passive sentence, but today I have got a very interesting topic for you all. So let us start the topic. So friends, never skip the video, try to watch the video from first to last so that you will be able to understand what is the fact given in the video. So friends, you can see I have got some sentences on the board. He are reading a book. The second one, they is men. The third one, I are a boy, and the last one is she am a girl. So friends, now you tell me the sentences that I have written on the board are correct? No, these sentences are wrong. So here could be he is, and here could be they are, and here I am, and here she is. So if we change the sentences, writing he is a man, they are men, I am a boy, she is a girl, in that time or in that context, the sentences will be correct. The sentences will be correct. So what is the reason behind it? Why he is, they are, I am, she is? What is the reason? Am comes after I, is comes after he or she or this or that, then are comes after they or these or those. So what is the reason behind it? So let us know all about it, why it happens. Here you can see he is the subject, here they is the subject, here I is the subject, here she is the subject. So he is singular, so it will carry the singular verb. So they is here plural, so no doubt it will carry the plural verb. I is singular, so I can only carry am with it. Then she is also singular and it can carry the is as the helping verb or verb. So friends, it means that according to the subject, there should be the verb. There should be an agreement with the subject. According to the subject, the verbs must be used. What is the reason behind it and what are the rules? Let us have a brief discussion about it. So friends, from these examples, you can get a clear-cut idea about subject, agreement, verbs. So let us start the topic without delay. So friends, to understand properly about the subject, agreement, verb, so let us know some rules. The first rule that I have already written on the board. What is that? The rule is that two or more noun or pronoun are joined by and need a plural verb. So what is the meaning of this rule and how this rule works? Let's take some examples and understand properly. So friends, in accordance to the rule number 1, two or more noun or pronoun are joined by and, it is important, and need a plural verb. So let us think about the first example, gold and silver. So here gold is the noun, here silver is the noun, and they are joined by and here. No doubt it will be treated as plural. So here it is carrying the plural verb. Gold and silver are precious metals. Then let us go for the second example. He is the pronoun here and I is the another pronoun here, and they are joined with and. So no doubt it becomes plural. It becomes plural. So here the verb is used as the plural verb, that is were playing. He and I were playing. So let us think about the third example, the cow and the pig. So the cow, this is the noun, here the another noun, and both the nouns are joined by and. So the cow and the pig are jumping. Here is the verb. This is the plural verb. Here it is used. The cow and the pig are jumping over the moon. Then comes your fourth example, that is are your father, mother, and joined with and. Are your father and mother. So these are the two nouns joined together with the help of and. So it means that no doubt this will carry the plural verb. So that is are here. Are your father and mother at home. Then comes here the final example, Sheetal and Seema. No doubt these are the two names of two girls. So Sheetal is a girl, Seema is also the name of a girl. So both of the nouns are joined by and. So no doubt it will require a plural verb. So Sheetal and Seema are going to movies. This is all about the first rule, that is two or more noun or pronoun joined by and need or require a plural verb. So let us now think about the second rule. What is the second rule about? So friends, here is the second rule. What is that? If the noun joined by and suggest to one idea to the mind or refer to the same person, the verb must be singular. What does it mean? We can understand from the example. Let us take some examples. So friends, I have got three examples here. From these examples, you can understand how the rule number 2 works, or what is the meaning of the second rule. That is, bread and butter is his only food. So in accordance to the rule, if the noun joined by and suggest to one idea to the mind or refer to the same person, so that the verb will be singular. It means that here bread and butter, it is joined by and. So here bread and butter are the same type of food items. Bread and butter are the same type of food items. So here singular verb is used. Bread and butter is his only food. Then comes here the novelist and the poet is dead. It means that you will be thinking that the novelist and the poet, they are two different persons. You will be thinking like this, but it is not at all the fact. Here the novelist is the poet, or the poet is the novelist. So here the singular verb is used. The novelist and the poet is dead. Then comes your slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady, it means that it is having a single idea. So here the verb singular is used. So this is all about the second rule. Let us move on to the third rule. Friends, here I have got the rule number 3. What is that? The sentence which begins with each, either of, neither of, none of, each of, one of, etc. needs a singular verb. How it works? Let's take some examples of it. So here let us elaborate or think about the rule number 3. The sentence which begins with each, either of, neither of, none of, each of, one of, etc. needs a singular verb. So neither of them has come. So you need not to get doubt about the them. You may get doubt here. Them. So them is plural. So should we use plural verb? No. Though it is neither of is used, here neither of used, you have to use the singular verb. Neither of them has come. Then each of the students. Here the students is not important. Here it is not telling about the students. You may think here it is the plural, but no, because each of the students means it is indicating to a single student. So each of the students was given a prize. Then none of them is a player. None of them is a player. So here you can understand how the singular verb is used according to rule number 3. Let us move on to the rule number 4. If no or some is followed by a singular noun, it takes a singular verb. And if it is followed by a plural noun, it takes the plural verb. How it works? Let us take some examples to understand the rule number 4. Friends, you can see in accordance to the rule number 4, I have got some examples here. So no or some is followed by singular noun, it will take a singular verb. If it is followed by a plural noun, so no doubt it will follow a plural verb. So here you can see no child has done the work. So no doubt child is the singular. So it is followed by the singular noun. So it will be followed by the singular verb. So child, so here it is the singular verb, that is has. But here you can see no children. Children means it is plural. So it will carry the plural verb. Next comes your some water is left in the pond. Some is followed and water is singular. It is treated as singular. So here the verb is used is. It means it is singular. Some water is left in the pond. But here the last one, some boys, here it is the important point. Boys is plural, so it carries the plural verb. So this is all about the rule number 4. Now let us move on to the rule number 5. If the subject begins with a fraction, the verb agrees with the noun that follows the fraction. It means that if the noun will be singular, it will follow the singular verb. If the noun will be plural, no doubt it will follow the plural verb. How it is? Let us take some examples to get a clear-cut idea about the rule number 5. Friends, in accordance to the rule number 5, here I have got 2 examples. From these 2 examples, you can understand how it works. So here you see 2/3 of the water has dried up. The water, here it is singular. According to the rule, if the subject begins with a fraction, no doubt it has begun with the fraction. So the verb agrees with the noun that follows the fraction. So the verb will agree. The verb agrees with the noun. So here noun is water. So it is singular. So it means that 2/3 of the water. Here it is singular and no doubt it will carry the singular verb, that is has. Come to the second example, that is 2/3 of the apples. Here it is important. Here you have to think about the apples. So here the noun is plural. So it means that it will carry the plural verb, that is 2/3 of the apples are stolen. So here in accordance to the noun, here the verb is used. So this is all about the 5th rule. So friends, some more rules will be discussed in the next video. So friends, if you really liked my channel, never forget to like, share, comment or subscribe my channel. Till then, bye bye, take care and have a good day.